a New York tradition, the Rick Roll.
Folks out there, but now it's time to get to work again. All right, let's show you what's happening. We're out here at
FOX6 and the S&P 500 gained about 2 points. Mixed results there. Joining us now is FOX5 business analyst Lisa Murphy. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Christina, and good morning. It was a pretty quiet day in trading yesterday. It could be the calm before the storm, though. Investors are bracing themselves for a potentially disappointing quarter from Main Street. But there was some really good news out of the financial sector yesterday. Washington Mutual is expected to get about $5 billion from a large investor. The country's largest savings and loan has seen its share of losses related to the mortgage meltdown, last quarter taking close to a $2 billion hit. Over the last year, WAMU, as it's known on the street, has lost 80% of its value. But investors were buying shares yesterday. WAMU stock up almost 30%. So who's responsible for handing out all those multi-million-dollar bonuses to CEOs? Generally speaking, it's the board of directors with the help of an outside compensation consultant, but that may change today. Shareholders of Bank of New York and Morgan Stanley are voting later this afternoon on a resolution that could give them a much bigger say in executive pay. At least 80 companies are expected to hold similar votes in the coming weeks. Well, there is lots for investors to digest over the next few weeks, especially now that earnings season is underway.
Aluminum maker Alcoa ushers in earnings season with a disappointing 50% those issues. Tech investors were concerned after Advanced Micro Devices announced worse than expected sales and a 10% cut of its workforce. In aftermarket trading, the world's second largest maker of computer processors fell close to 3%. Oil was close to another record high ahead of today's report on summer driving demand. Energy Secretary Sam Bodman, commenting on the recent highs in oil, said he's concerned that gas will hit $3.50 this summer, while some analysts are predicting $4 a gallon. Is cola recession-proof? Red Bull thinks yes. The maker of the caffeine-packed energy drink is launching Red Bull Cola in several countries over the next several months. The Austrian company is looking to capitalize on its explosive growth. In the U.S., demand for Red Bull was up 35% last year, making it the top-selling energy drink. At the same time, cola sales for Coke were down 3%, and sales for Pepsi dropped almost 5%.
Hey, here's a novel idea for CEOs. When your company isn't doing well, pay yourself less. Well, I know it sounds crazy, but according to one study, at least 8 executives have turned down their 2007 bonuses. And here are just a few. The first is Edgar Bronfman Jr. He's the CEO of Warner Music Group. Bronfman received a $6 million bonus last year, but this year he skipped it, asking that it go into a bonus pool for employees other than executives. And the next two, here are some from financial companies. The first is Washington Mutual's Kerry Killinger. The bank CEO declined his bonus after the company took a $2 billion hit related to the credit crisis. But investors not so impressed when they found out that the $1 million he was skipping went straight into his retirement fund instead. And this one almost doesn't count. James Kane, the bridge-loving chairman of Bear Stearns, said no to his bonus this year. You know what, Christina, a noble gesture when your company is down close to 98%.
Yeah, James Kane, he's the guy who came out a week before that buyout of Bear Stearns offer was announced, saying, our stock is doing great.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, that CEO was interesting also. But, yeah, James Kane, I don't think qualifies for that.
Well, good for the rest of them. That's really generous of them.
Yeah, you know what? I think it makes sense.
Who says greed is good? All right, Lisa Murphy, thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Christina.
Well, the Mets have been playing baseball for more than a week now, but finally they'll get to play before their hump Saturday. Inez, how are the roads shaping up to be?
Christina,
I shamelessly name drop.
Who else was there? Hey, Christina. Looking pretty good on the roadways this morning. Let's go to our camera, show you what's going on. FDR Drive at 96th Street, northbound and southbound. Look.
2.1 to play.
And
It all comes down to basic fundamentals, Jody. As you learn as a child, fundamentals, fundamentals, fundamentals. And Memphis could not hit a free throw to save their lives. And as a result...
Were you on the edge of your seat watching the very end? Oh, you were sleeping. You watched the highlights this morning.
Sports Center at 2:15 in the morning. I wrapped it all up, but that's what they...
Well, let's see if it feels like April out there. Weather Authority Mike Woods has an update on your forecast from Shea Stadium, where the Mets are having their home opener today. Mike?
That's right, the home opener today at 1 o'clock. All we need is a little cooperation from Mother Nature. Good morning to you, Reed and Jody. Yeah, so far, I can tell you, it's going to be a little cool out here, at least if it stays like what we have going on here right now. But we are expecting some more sunshine here soon enough. All right, let's show you what's happening with the whole forecast here. What's happening?
The one that gets the biggest response will become the official song, but I think we should still insist on this as their song.
Real quick, was the video, not Mike, the video we just saw, was that of Rick Astley?
It is.
Is that the original? Or is that a prank?
No, that's the original video.
Rick Astley, that's the original, that's Rick Astley?
Yes.
Okay, gosh, that voice doesn't seem like it comes from him.
Well,
but...
at the time, people didn't believe that it was really the guy. They thought he was lip-syncing.
And then there have been prank videos ever since.
Well, if we have the one racked up there, let's roll it. This whole thing started a while ago when at an Eastern Washington University women's basketball game.
Okay. Oh, so this is the guy?
This guy comes in, interrupts the game. Everyone starts dancing along with him. Then it turns out this is a carefully edited prank where this really wasn't happening, but they made it look like it was. But it became so popular that people started showing up in trench coats.
And then making their own versions. And then, of course, here at Good Day, you guys did your own little...
When really, like, trying to interrupt sporting events with this. The video gets funnier as it goes along because eventually he makes it look like everyone's dancing to the music. It was just, he just took snippets of things and put them all together. But people bought it because it's pretty well done.
Right. No, it's well edited. And you guys, we did it here. And Inez did it, Christina did it, you and Ron and Mike. I think I was on vacation because when I heard this Rick rolling, what is this Rick rolling thing? And there's Mike. That's horrible, Mike. You go back to jury duty. Go back to jury duty, Mike.
From jury duty.
You may be charged with a crime, a dance, in the first degree.
Exactly.
Back here just to do this.
Oh, boy.
Inez, we didn't see you chair dancing over there.
Chair dancing. Christina pole dances, I chair dance.
Wow.
She does? We buried the lead here.
Exactly.
People said that. I
Bite
don't
your
know.
tongue, young lady. Wow. Christine's not even here to defend herself.
Where'd she go?
She's probably trying to get her IFB and microphone on and run in here. Wait a second, I don't do that.
I'm kidding.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much. Rick rolling continues. I'm sure that's not the end of it. There's Christina. What's that?
I said Inez wishes she could dance like me.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I do. The nerd.
So there was no Rick rolling at the NCAA championship, right?
No, just rolling over. Memphis did it. Coming up, an instant classic in San Antonio, the heroic comeback to crown the Kansas Jayhawks this year's national champion.
And bad news for Yankees fans. The captain goes down. How badly Jeter's hurt and how long he might be out.
Also, Fox 5 Traffic Authority, Inez Rosales is keeping her eye on the roads and her feet on the floor. Good Day First Edition continues in about 2 minutes.
When you buy a New York Life policy,
Kansas after the Jayhawks won the national championship last night in San Antonio.
Yeah, this one could go down as one of the best comebacks in the history of the tournament. With the winding down in the second half, Memphis star Derrick Rose nailed this crazy bank shot to extend the Tigers' lead. At one point, they were up by 9 points with just 2 minutes left in the game. That's when Kansas came roaring back with about 10 seconds left. Mario Chalmers, actually 2.2 one left in the game, nailed that three-pointer to complete the comeback and send this one into overtime. And in overtime, it was all KU. Kansas winds up with the improbable 7-point win